So hello everyone. So today we are going to start standard 12 group number 16 another lecture. So today we are going to start the certain periodicity in physical properties. Okay, like we will see Ionization enthalpy, we will see atomic radius, we will see metallic character. Okay. So we know that group number 16 elements, if I consider as M, that is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. But here we are not considering polonium because polonium is a radioactive element. Due to radioactive nature of a polonium, we are not considering into the physical properties. Here, before that, in each and every group I have given one formula. That formula is nucleus force is inversely proportional to radius, directly proportional to ionization and enthalpy, and directly proportional to electronegativity. Clear? So this you know, that nucleus force is inversely proportional to radius and it's also directly proportional to IE and directly proportional to EN. So one by one we will see here. Clear this part? So first we will see atomic or ionic radii. So atomic or ionic or atomic radii. Okay. So oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. So as we know, as we move downside the group, so as we move down the group, okay, as we move down the group, at each and every time shell increases, yes or no? Shell increases. So when shell increases, the distance between the outermost orbit and nucleus increases, so size increases. So who is the smallest size here? Oxygen, then sulfur, then selenium, then tellurium. So this will be the series for atomic radii. Chalo, write down. Please take out your pen and book. So I will give some short notes. Write down. So as moving downside the group, as we move downside the group, at each and every time new shell is being filled up. As we move downside the group, at each and every time new shell is being filled up. New shell is being filled up due to increasing atomic number. So the distance between the outermost orbit. So the distance between the outermost orbit and nucleus increases. So the distance between the outermost orbit and nucleus increases. Hence size increases. That is atomic radii increases. Clear? So write down this atomic radii as well as you can write down the ionic radii also. Both. Write down. So this series you write down. Clear? Write down. One more point you write down. The atomic and ionic radii of oxygen. The atomic and ionic radii of oxygen is exceptionally low. It's exceptionally very low. It's exceptionally very low due to its. See, if you have a textbook, you can open group number 16 and you can see the table. There will be one table, in which table you can see the atomic radii value. You can see the ionic, you can see the radii. Radii, if you see of oxygen, you can see that it is radii is 66 of oxygen. And then as you go to the sulfur, it is 104, 117 for selenium. So while moving from sulfur to polonium, if you see the values from sulfur to polonium, you will observe that the increase is, there is an increase in value, but increase it's not so much. But when you go from oxygen to sulfur, the value of increasing is very high. Means oxygen value is very, very low. So why oxygen is very, very low? Because of its second number on electronegative nature. So you can write down oxygen value of atomic radii or ionic radii is exceptionally low. Atomic radii or ionic radii is exceptionally low, very low. Because oxygen being a second most electronegative element, in its periodic table. Clear this part? Clear? So now see here. So we came to know that as we move downside the group, atomic radii increases. Now if we compare the ionization enthalpy, so see here, 1 by R is inversely proportional to IE. Yes or no? From this relation. So as we are moving downside the group, at each and every time new shell is being filled up. So distance between the outermost orbit and nucleus increases, so size increasing. So moving downside the group, size increases, so ions and enthalpy will decrease, because ions and enthalpy and radius are inversely proportional. So as we move downside the group, so size is increasing, radius is increasing, so ions and enthalpy decreases. Write down. So from this formula only you can determine that as we move downside the group, size increases. As we move downside the group, size increases, but IE is inversely proportional to R. You can write down, but IE is inversely proportional to R, due to this ionization enthalpy, decreases moving downside the group, moving downside the group, Clear this part? Now see here. So oxygen will be having the highest ions and enthalpy in its group, then sulfur, then selenium, then tellurium. Clear? Polonium I am not considering. Okay. So this is nothing but a series of IE. Now see here. We will compare the ions and enthalpy of group number 15 and group number 16. So if I see the group number 15, so the general atomic configuration is NS2NP3, yes or no? As we know, group number 15. So group number 15 general atomic configuration is NS2NP3, means here S orbital means 2 and there are here P orbital, and P is having sub 3 orbital. So here 1, here 1 and here 1. So it is observed that in group number 15 P orbital is half filled. When P orbital is half filled, so here P orbital is half filled. When P orbital is half filled means it is having a extra stability, yes or no? So it is stable. Clear? So here ions and enthalpy will be very high, yes or no? Why? Because what do you mean by ions and enthalpy? Ions and enthalpy means energy required to remove an outermost orbit electron, yes or no, from a gaseous atom. So see, if I want to remove the electron from here, so it requires a higher energy. Why higher energy? The reason is this P orbital is half filled. When this P orbital is half filled, so it requires high energy to remove the electron. Now if you see the group number 16, so group number 16 general atomic configuration is NS2NP4. NS2NP4, yes or no? So if you see here, the S orbital will be having a 2 electron and P orbital will be having the 4 electrons. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. So this is not extra field, yes or no? So what can I say? That group ionization enthalpy of group number 15, ionization enthalpy of group number 15 will be more than ionization enthalpy of group number 16. Why? The reason is, in group number 15, the general atomic configuration of the group number 15 is NS2NP3. NS2NP3. So P orbital is half filled. When any orbital, if it is half filled or completely filled, they are stable. So in group number 15, due to general atomic configuration of NS2NP3, P orbital is half filled. Whereas in group number 16, P orbital is not half filled. So due to the half filled, group number 15 has got extra stability, due to which the ionization enthalpy of all the elements of a group number 15 is bit higher than the group number 16. Which ionization enthalpy? First ionization enthalpy. Okay. First ionization enthalpy. What do you mean first ionization enthalpy? The energy required to remove the first electron. But if you see the second ionization enthalpy, now see, second ionization enthalpy means what? To remove the second electron. First electron is removed here, okay? So this was the first ionization enthalpy, it's very high. Here also first electron is removed. Now if I go to remove the second electron, so second ionization enthalpy of group number 16 will be higher than the group number 15, because to remove the second electron from group number 16, I am removing from the half filled orbital. To remove the second electron from group number 16, I am removing from the half filled P orbital, so it will get the extra stability, whereas it will not get here extra stability. So here second ionization enthalpy of group number 15 will be less than second ionization enthalpy of group number 16. Why? Because second ionization enthalpy means what? The energy required to remove the second electron. So you can say why the second ionization, the question can come in the exam, that why the second ionization enthalpy of a group number 16 is higher than the group number 15, because second ionization enthalpy means what? To remove the second electron from an outermost orbit. So during the group number 16, from the element of group number 16, the energy required to remove the second electron is exceptionally higher, because after the removing of the first electron, from the group number 16, the p orbital acquires the half fill orbital, hence the second electron is removed from the half fill orbital from group number 16, whereas second electron removed from the group number 15 is not a half fill orbital. So as group number 16, it is a half fill p orbital, so requires more energy. So second Einstein enthalpy of group number 16 is more than the group number 15. Clear? So first Einstein enthalpy will be who's higher? Group number 15. So first Einstein enthalpy of group number 15 is higher than group number 16 because the group number 15 have a general electronic configuration NS2 and P3, means p orbital is half filled, due to which requires extra energy to remove an electron. Clear this part? So you can write down. So write down the values of Einstein enthalpy of group number 16. The values of Einstein enthalpy of group number 16 is less than that of a group number 15, because in group number 15, because the group number 15 elements have half filled p orbitals, because group number 15 elements have half filled p orbital which possess extra stability, will possess extra stability. Clear this part? Clear? Okay, I hope you understood. Which possess extra stability. Yeah. So as we move downside the group, radius increases, so Einstein enthalpy decreases, again electronegativity will also decrease. Write down. So next topic you write down electronegativity. You can write down the next topic as electronegativity. Write down. It is an ability of an atom. Write down definition first. You write down. It is an ability of an atom to attract. It is an ability of an atom to attract shared pair of electron. It is an ability of an atom to attract shared pair of electron. From other atom during the formation of bond. Clear? So as we know, radius increases, Re decreases, electronegativity also decreases. So as we move downside the group, write down. As we move downside the group, nucleus force decreases. Hence, ability of an element to attract the electron decreases. Hence, ability of an element to attract the shared pair of electron decreases. Hence, ability of an atom to attract shared pair of electron decreases, due to which electronegativity decreases. So oxygen will be having the highest electronegative, then sulfur, then selenium, then tellurium. Okay, and this oxygen is the second most electronegative after fluorine. Okay, see, fluorine is the first most electronegative element of all periodic table, and oxygen is the second most electronegative element of periodic table. So write down, oxygen is the second most electronegative element of periodic table. Okay, second most electronegative element of all periodic table. So as we move downside the group, nucleus force decreases, size increases, electronegativity decreases. Clear this part? Clear? Okay, so you can read from the textbook. Again you can write down metallic characteristic. Write down metallic characteristic. So write down, moving downside the group, you remember this. Okay, you have to remember this. Write down. So moving downside the group, metallic characteristic increases. Or you can give the reason of also due to unit pair effect. Okay, because moving downside the group, positive oxidation state increases. And who will form the positive oxidation state which shows the metallic property? Yes or no? They will form metal. You know the metal definition which forms the positive ion. So as you move downside the group, positive oxidation state increases. Okay, yes or no? Whether plus 4 plus 2 means positive oxidation state increases. So moving downside the group, metallic property increases. So write down same series. No same series. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium and tellurium and polonium. You can add here polonium, okay, not to worry. If you have to add down the polonium, yes, you can add down. So moving downside the group, metallic property increases. So this is nothing but a series of metallic characteristic. write down metallic characteristic. Okay, so moving down inside the group, metallic characteristic increases. Clear? Clear this part? Okay. So next topic, one small topic I will take, that is the reaction with hydrogen, and then we'll wind up the chapter, wind up the lecture. Then from next class I will go with certain topics, and then I will go with directly oxygen. Okay, the most important topic of the chapter, oxygen. Then I have a sulfur, and then here there is a one very important question. There is an industrial preparation of an sulfuric acid. There is a contact process, and little bit about we understand about sulfuric acid also. Clear? So this chapter is very long, it will not complete so soon. Okay, so don't worry. But my suggestion is, please go on, continue reading. You have a lot of time. Okay, nowadays you don't have school, you have a lot of time, so you continue, go on reading and write and read. Don't simply read. First you read the textbook, complete the textbook, and then you go to some competition exam. Directly don't go to the competition exam. First try to complete your textbook. Clear? So next topic you can write down the reaction with hydrogen of group number 16. Here. So you can write down reaction with hydrogen of group number 16. So we know that group number 16 elements are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium I am not considering. O will react with hydrogen to form H2O, sulfur will form H2S, H2SC, and here you can write down H2TE. Clear this part? So these are the elements and these are the compound which will be formed by the hydrogen on reacting with other element. Clear? Or we can say this hydride also. Clear this part? Here H2O is a liquid. Okay, here H2O is liquid and this is also gas. Clear? And this H2TE is also a solids. Okay, you can check it out and you can tell me. Okay, I am not yes, they are solids. Okay, and this gas is having a rotten egg like a smell. This all you know. Okay, rotten egg like smell. Clear? Now see here, as we move downside the group, the important property from this topic, the important question is acidic property. Acidic property is the important question from this. Okay. So see, as we move downside the group, if I consider this all as M, this M means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium if I consider here also. So as we move downside the group, okay. So here not polonium for hydrogen. As we move downside the group, so see this M size increasing, yes or no? Why increasing? Because O from O to S if I move, the shell increases. So size increases, again selenium shell increases, size increases. So as moving outside the group, size increases. But hydrogen remains same. Hydrogen size remains same. So I can say like that, as we move down, M size increases. M means here this. Okay, M size increases, but H size remains same. Yes or no? H size remains same. Yes or no? See, first size, suppose if this is the size of H and this is size of first element of M, then H size remains same but M size increases. Again H size remains same but M size again increases. So moving downside the group, what happens? This MH bond becomes weak. Yes or no? The MH bond becomes weak. Moving downside the group, what happens? M size increases, due to which MH bond becomes weak. Yes or no? So see here H2O, hydrogen is also small and O is also small, so bond is stronger. As I move to sulfur, the size of sulfur increases as compared to oxygen, but hydrogen size remains same. Similarly, selenium size increases as compared to sulfur, but hydrogen size remains same. So moving downside the group, MH bond becomes weak. When MH bond becomes weak, so moving downside the group, the removal of hydrogen becomes easy. And when the removal of hydrogen becomes easy, as you know, the removal of hydrogen means what? Acid. So moving downside the group, acidic property increases. Yes or no? So H2O is less acid, then H2S, then H2AC, then H2TE. Yes or no? Say once more I will repeat. Moving downside the group, M size increases. Yes or no? Due to which MH bond becomes weak. Yes or no? Because here H size remains same, but M size increases, so MH bond becomes weak. So moving downside the group, MH bond becomes weak. When MH bond becomes weak, so moving downside the group, the removal of H becomes easy. And removal of H plus means what? Acid. Removal of H plus means what? Acid. So moving downside the group, acidic property increases. Write down this property. Write down. Acidic property of this hydride increases. Acidic property of this hydride increases moving downside the group because MH bond becomes weak. MH bond becomes weak moving downside the group. MH bond becomes weak moving downside the group. When MH bond becomes weak moving downside the group, the removal of hydrogen becomes easy. Hence acidic property increases. So you can write down this series. This is for acidic property. Clear this part? Clear? So you can write down the acidic property. Clear? Okay. So moving downside the group, their acidic property, it will go on increasing because the MH bond becomes weak. Clear? Okay. So you can add on one more key point. Write down. Moving downside the group, positive oxidation state goes on increasing. Moving downside the group, positive oxidation state goes on increasing. Hence, their metallic property also goes on increases. Their metallic property also goes on increases. Clear? Write down next. Density. Write down. So next topic you write down density. So you know, see, density whose will be more, metal or non-metal? Metal will be, density will be more. So as you know, as you move downside the group, as the metallic property increases, so the density also increases. Write down. So as we move downside the group, as the metallic property increases, their metallic property increases, so density also increases. So oxygen will be least dense, then sulfur, then selenium, then tellurium, and polonium will not come because of radioactive elements. So this is the series of density. Write down. This is a series of density. Clear? Then you remember moving downside the group. Write down. Next you write down. Moving downside the group. Boiling point also increases. Remember this. This is not a so important key point, but remember, moving downside the group, boiling point also increases. Okay? This no one will ask you, but you have to remember. Clear? Clear this part? Anything else? Okay? So from today, I'll end this lecture here itself today. Okay? From next class, I will go with certain 2-3 more property, and then I'll go with the, you can say like I can go with some other property like reacting with oxygen and with halogen. We'll discuss in detail. Okay?